How was Lucius in any sports? What did you guys do? Like, what were some of your memories, all that stuff to kind of walk through?
He tried to play sports. He was more the academic type.
Okay.
Which was weird because I'm 100% athletic.
Right.
So, but he really loved computers and stuff like that. Like, I showed him how to play. I gave him my Nintendo, my Super Nintendo. And I had, what was it? Smash Brothers.
Oh, such a good game.
And he was in there playing it, and he was playing it wrong. And I'm like, look. So I went and showed him.
Of course you did. No, you're doing that wrong. It's a dad's responsibility to tell the kid when he's fucking up. No.
So I showed him just how to do the little smash move. And I walked away. Because I'm a firm believer in, I'll show you once, maybe twice, but after that, you're on your own. Because me personally, it sticks better when I actually have to do it. So you can show me once, and if I screw it up after that, I'm going to keep trying to get it right. But when I do get it right, it's cemented. So that's why I showed him, and I walked away. I didn't keep fussing. I didn't say anything else. Show, walk away. A month later, he asked me to play with him. Sure, I'll play with you. It's going to be easy. He beat the hell out of me. I'm sitting there looking at him like I didn't even have time. Like he was beating me and studying at the same time. Like, well, maybe if I move this way, would you jump? Never mind, I'll get you to jump. What do you mean you'll get me to jump? Like he literally obliterated me. And I'm like, I want to throw this game out the window. I don't like it anymore. But that's mainly where he was. Just games and computers and stuff like that. So
how was he in school?
Too smart for his own good sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like he would they say he was diagnosed with autism. I still kind of question it because I really just think he was shy.
Okay.
But I'm no doctor, so I don't know, but
you're his dad, so you have insight.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Like he had certain mannerisms, but I really think it was just shyness.
Okay.
Because, most kids or adults with autism, they're weird with textures. He pretty much would eat anything I put in front of him. Now, if he didn't like it, he didn't have to eat again. I felt that way when I ate stuff.
No, that's normal.
I'll try it once, but if I don't like it, I ain't trying it no more.
It's normal, my kids, so I get that, yeah.
So, but he was very open to stuff like that. He was stupid smart. He loved reading. So
yeah, he did. I'm a diehard reader. He liked reading.
So but when he got bored, he just would branch off into something else. And that's the only time he got in trouble. Because he'll literally do all his work and everything before everybody else. And he's like, well, now I'm bored.
What would he branch off into?
Just doing random stuff to draw attention to himself.
Oh, yeah.
So
I think that's Keegan sometimes. I think they got that from each other. There's no real way. I want to go to that day.
Yeah.
I know the last little bits of it, but I want to kind of put together your last day with Lucius and what that looked like for everybody. How did it start?
He went to work with me because he
always used to go whenever he could.
Because that was when they were mainly doing school stuff from home anyway. So he would ride with me and he'll do his work on the road. Well, we got back that day and we was fixing dinner and he went to fix something and I asked him why was he doing it that way. Well, he told me the reason and I'm like, that don't make sense. Mind you, at this time, he had developed this weird habit of lying about stupid stuff. And I'm like, you can't go around lying about everything. Like, no one's going to believe you. I'm not even going to believe you. So I need you to stop lying. Well, I called his mom, asked her, did you teach him or tell him to do this way? And she was like, no. And I'm like, that's all I need to hear. I was like, you lied. Go upstairs, get your Nintendo Switch and bring it back to me. Well, little I know when he went upstairs, he wasn't coming back. And that's what, fucked me up. Because he left, I'm sitting there on the sofa. All of a sudden I hear a pop, like a loud ass pop, almost like somebody maybe threw a brick at a TV or something. And I was like, the fuck? And I called his name, he didn't say nothing. My mind immediately went left. Because I'm like, there was a loud sound, he's not responding. I don't know what the hell just happened, but it can't be good. So from there, I don't know if I can go into that much detail, but yeah.
How obviously you go upstairs, obviously all that. What was the next few moments like for you? Like, I guess my next question would be, when did you kind of come back to where you kind of were like, okay, this is really happening, this is really going on, and when was that unfolding?
Well, I freaked the second I saw it, and I immediately ran downstairs, and for whatever reason, I called my wife first. Later to find out, she tried to hold up my head like, why would you call me first? And I'm like, you're my partner. You was the first person that popped in my head. Why didn't you call 911? You were the first person that popped in my head. So she tried to spin that, as we find out later, to try to say that I did it. Essentially, she tried to say I did it. And that's why I called her first. I'm like, that don't even make sense. I literally called you because you were the first person that popped in my head. And I didn't think it was real. Like, I really didn't think it was real. It can't be real. Because it's like, I don't know about other people, but when certain situations happen, it's almost like I go into a dream state. And I'm like, the air doesn't feel like air, like I'm not breathing. Like I can't, nothing makes sense. But the more, time went by, it was like, oh shit, this really is happening. And it's pretty much history from there.
Obviously, call her, and then you call 911.
Yeah.
911, you talk to them, they start sending people. Paramedics come and the police. What kind of unfolded then? Because I had gotten a phone call by this point, and I remember because Keegan was upset because something was wrong with all the cars and all that, and the woman I was seeing at the time called me and said, hey, this went on. And I was stunned because I remember I was like, well, surely it's just accident or something like that. I was like, because Lucius was like a really good, happy kid. Like whenever he was over in my house, like he was so respectful, so like really nice. Like, I mean, it was like, because I remember I just sat there. I had moved out. I was living at the house on the street. We were like in this break.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I was like, well, do I need to come? And she's like, no, I don't know much. But the street's crowded, all this shit's going on. And I said, all right, well, keep me apprised. I didn't know anything until the next day. But what was it like that night? Like with the police and all that? Did they let you go to Vanderbilt? Like, how did all that go? Like,
they were very weird towards me because I was there, which that's fine. I get it. I mean, I'm the only person on the scene initially. And they was asking me, where the gun was. And I'm like, I moved it to the hallway. Well, why'd you move it? Because she came in, she was distraught. Last thing I needed was for her to see this, freak out, and do the same thing. That's what my mind said. So I moved it out in the hallway somewhere where she couldn't see it, but I told him where it was. I'm like, it's just sitting out there. And she left in the ambulance and went with them. I'm still in the floor losing my mind. And when I finally quit crying so much, I'm like, where's my family? And one of the neighbors told me, the ambulance took him. And I'm like, well, I need to go. Metro was like, well, somebody needs to stay here. I don't know who somebody is, but I'm not staying. My family's not here. I'm not finna be here.
I want you there.
I don't know. And they kept trying to get me to stay there. And they're like, well, we need to ask you something. I'm like, well, you need to hurry up. I gotta go. And I don't even remember what he said, to be honest. All I know is he was talking. I was just womp. That's all I heard. Because I'm like, I got to go. Well, at that point, I hit the table and splintered the entire table. At that point, he was like, well, you can go. Oh, I wasn't asking. That was my exit. I'm leaving now. Either I go through you or I can just go out the door. But nobody here, I promise you, is going to stop me from leaving. And you don't want to see that part of me. And I ended up jumping in my car and I beat the ambulance there. They left. They had a 5-minute jump on me. I was driving just that fast. I got to Vanderbilt right when they pulled up. And get in, and they're trying to resuscitate or whatever. They say he showed up, he didn't have no heartbeat or nothing. And I tried to walk back there, but as soon as I hit the door, I just collapsed. So I went back out in the hallway and I was just sitting there in the chair. And then I was like, I can't be in here. And I went outside, tried to catch some air. And then DHS came out and said that he was gone. So, yeah.
So you hear that. What, obviously, does that reignite everything? Or by then had you just kind of been like, okay.
Oh, no, I lost it again.
You lost it again.
Yeah.
Okay.